Hi there, friends. I'm coming at you today with a request from a subscriber. It's been quite a few months ago. One of you requested a makeup tutorial or a how-to with how I did my makeup look. So I wanted to share a quick little chatty get ready with me today and chat with you all while I'm putting on my makeup. I have my little container of my makeup that I have brought out here because it is such a gloomy day today. I am filming in my kitchen. It was not going to be workable to do this type of a video in my bathroom. It was too dark, and this last week my ring light was broken. So we did some family pictures and ring light is no longer working. So we're improvising, and this is what I have for you today. I hope that you'll stay with me. I'm super excited to chat with you while I put my face on for the day. Before we get started, I already have washed my face and put on my skincare for the day. My skincare routine is pretty simple. It is a face cleanser, a toner, some treatment for skin brightening, and then also a sunscreen. And I also, for a little extra hydration, like to mist on whatever kind I have at the time of my Mario Badescu spray. It is so refreshing. I love the way it makes my skin feel when I get ready every day, and it just gives that little extra hit of hydration that I feel my skin desperately needs. If you're interested in my skincare routine, drop a comment below. I'd be more than happy to share with you my morning and nighttime skincare routine. I do battle with a little bit of redness, as you can see before I have any makeup on. We're definitely combating a little redness here. So I do treat for that, and let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. Let's go ahead and get into today's makeup look. This is so different. I'm not used to doing videos like this, so bear with me. I am starting off with the e.l.f. Cookies and Dream Primer. I like to prime my skin and do a layer that's going to allow my foundation to set nicely on there. So I'm gonna apply a little bit of this. We just spackle it on there with our fingers. I love watching Hannah Louise Poston. If you have not watched her channel, she is, in my opinion, the beauty guru of all beauty gurus. And I would have never mixed products like this, but because of watching her channel, she inspired me to get a little more creative with my makeup. So I am using the Glossier Future Dew, and I'm gonna just dab a little bit of that on my skin as well, and I'm gonna mix everything together when I blend this all out. So we just blend everything in, moisturize, feeling skin afterwards. I love the way this just gives my skin a really nice finish to allow the makeup to set on top. And that e.l.f. Putty Primer really helps to, in my opinion, blur the pores. So I really love that product. Now that my skin is primed, I'm going in with my Milani eyeshadow primer. I always put eyeshadow primer on. This has been one of my favorites. I've tried several. There are many others that work. I used to use the Mary Kay, but it's become harder to come by, and I can always just pick this Milani up at the drugstore. So I use this to prime my eyes. Eyeshadow will look much more vibrant, and I feel it sticks to my eyes, and there's no creasing with this eyeshadow primer. I have two palettes I'm going to be working from today. This is the Self-Made Bay palette from Catrice. This palette is just a really pretty rosy. I know one of these subscribers had mentioned, oh, I just dug my fingernail in there. That's not cool. One of you subscribers had mentioned that you wanted a neutral look, but today I have this really pinkish looking, pinky purple mauve situation going on with the shirt that I'm wearing. And yes, I am one of those people. I match my eyeshadow to my outfit most days. Not always, but usually I do. So when I was looking for the palette that I wanted to use for this look today, this is definitely one that I wanted to pull out. There are so many rosy tones. There's lots of different textures. There's shimmer, there's matte, it's just a really good, versatile palette for the type of rosy look that I'm wanting to do today. And then for toppers, I always love to have a shiny topper that I either put right in the corner. Occasionally I'll do it right in the middle of my lid, but most of the time you'll see today, I do the shiny part in the outside. I feel because I have hooded eyes, it's really opening my eyes up to put that shiny topper on the inner part of my eye instead of the middle. So for that, I have this Flower Desert Lights palette, and this just has so many pretty rosy, shimmery, yummy colors in here. So I'm probably gonna be topping with either this one or this one today for the look. So I always start with a base in the crease. I'm gonna go in with probably this guy in the crease, and I just have a fluffy brush here, and I just start. I've never done this before, so bear with me. I don't typically film my get ready with me's or how I do my makeup, so if it's a little bit clumsy or a little awkward, I apologize, but I just wanted to do something a little different, and I thought this would be really fun today. So I just blend that into my crease, get a little color going there. And like I said, I do have hooded eyes, so it's gonna be different for everyone on how you apply your makeup and what look you prefer and how you like to put your eyeshadow on. With my brushes, I just have a hodgepodge of cheap, inexpensive brushes. Many of them I got at the drugstore, a few sets I got on Amazon. I've just been accumulating them over the years. I'm gonna go in to my outer corner with this really pretty rosy color here. I wanna deepen up that outer corner. I'm gonna just kind of look in this mirror as I'm doing this here. I can't really see that well on the camera, so we're gonna darken up the outer corner with a really small flat brush so that we can control that eyeshadow really well. And I do usually have a little bit of fallout, so I will typically clean up that fallout once I'm all finished with the eyeshadow look. So not a whole lot going on here. We did wake up to some snow this morning. It's been snowing the last couple of days, so not excited about that. That is definitely something I'm not ready for. I'm just going in and blending those edges out a little bit so we don't have any harsh edges. I'm gonna go underneath my lash line again with just, I've got a really thin brush here, and I'm taking this very dark plummy color here, and I'm just gonna go underneath my lash line. I always like to put a little bit under there to define that. And I don't wear mascara on my bottom lashes because I watched a tutorial a really long time ago that said if you put mascara on your lower lashes, it kind of will close your eyes off to make your eyes look smaller, and I don't want to do that. I feel like because my eyes are hooded, I don't want them to look any smaller than what they already look. So I don't wear bottom mascara, and it also is a time saver in the morning. I'm gonna go into that same shade, this dark, deep plum here, and I wanna just put a little bit of that in my outer corner and really just deepen that up and give some dimension. I love rosy tones, rosy, coppery. Fall is just my jam for makeup. It's one of my favorite times to do and apply makeup. Okay, so next I'm gonna go into this shimmery shade here. It does have a little shimmer in it, and I'm just going to apply that to my lid. That is the shade that I want on my eyelid, and I'm just gonna take it almost all the way into the corner of my eye. Have a busy Saturday today, kids doing dance and dance clinics and laundry and chores and all those fun, typical Saturday things. Okay, for the next steps, I'm gonna go into my Flower Desert Lights palette, and I'm gonna take this color here, and I'm gonna just tap a little bit of that on my lid in the middle because I'm a shimmery glittery girl. I love shimmer. It's so pretty. I rarely wear a matte, all matte eye look. I put shimmer on almost every day. So I'm just tapping that on the lid and kind of blending it out to the outside. I found a little trick when you're wearing a shimmery eyeshadow, if you have a little bit of patchiness going on, which I do think I have a little bit of patchiness going on out here. If you put a little bit of shimmer over it, it just really helps to obscure that, and it masks and helps hide little mistakes like that that you might have throughout your look. For the inner corner, I'm going into the very lightest shade, and I just like to put it on with my fingers, you know? I will apply it with my fingers, and I just go with the very lightest shimmery shade into my inner corner with my pinky. And then I will do the same thing on this eye. Just put it right in that inner corner as close as I can get it. And then I do put a lighter shade along the top. So I'm gonna go into this cream shade right here with a fluffy-ish angled brush, and that is going to go above on my brow bone to just lighten up and blend those colors together. And sometimes I might need to go in with a Q-tip and clean up my inner corner if I've gotten a little messy with the glitter, which it looks like I did get a little messy here. So I'm gonna grab a Q-tip and I'm going to just clean up that little inner corner mess that I made. And I also will take a little, I cut these little rounds up, I cut them in 4 so that they last a little bit longer, and I'm only using what I need. And I'm gonna take my makeup remover. I'm going to go underneath my eye to clean up that fallout from that eyeshadow. There was quite a bit of fallout today, as you can see. So we've got to clean that up. My eyes are watering a little bit today, so that's not fun when you're trying to do a colorful makeup look, but we'll work with it. And I usually I'll flip the other side, so I use both sides. I only like to use one of these and just clean up that fallout. I use several different foundations. I flip back and forth. I'm in that phase where I'm losing my tan, trying to match my neck, cover my redness, and so I'm having to switch shades a little bit, and so I do have several different shades. Today I'm using the Revlon Age Defying 3 Times foundation in the color Bare Buff. This is what I'm using today. I love the pump. I love a pump applicator. It really just makes things so easy for when you're putting on foundation. We just dab it all over in the places that I want it. And then I'm going to use a brush. Some days I use a brush, some days I use a sponge. We're gonna use a brush and just blend that all over. I always feel like a new woman when I get all that redness covered up. I mean, it is fierce and really showing itself. So I always feel so much better once I get that redness covered up. Make sure you blend down to the neck. My neck feels so light compared to, I've really had to do a swap out on the foundations lately because I am not nearly as tan as I was a month ago, which I do use sunscreen, but with as much time as we spend out in the sun, even with sunscreen, you're gonna get a little bit of color regardless. So we're just gonna blend that all out with the brush. I do like these flat angled brushes for my foundation, and make sure we get it blended into the ears really good. Don't want to look like an Oompa Loompa. For my concealer today, I'm using the Catrice True Skin, and I absolutely love this concealer, and it's so affordable. It's only $6 or $7, and I picked mine up. You can't get it at Ulta anymore, which really bums me out because I used to get mine at Ulta, but I think I got this one right off of the Catrice website, and like I said, I think it's only $6 or $7. I'm gonna take my foundation brush here and just blend that in. I put it in my outer corner and in my inner corner. Just conceal that darkness under my eyes. Usually I do use a smaller brush for this, but I didn't bring one out and I don't want to go back in the bathroom and grab one, so we're gonna just make this one work. We can improvise, right? So I'm just gonna blend that in, brighten up that under eye area. And then I'm gonna take my setting powder. I have an oldie but goodie, the Coty Airspun setting powder. Oh, I forgot to blend in my chin here. We don't wanna be leaving that. Blend out that chin concealer. And then I'm going to set it with my powder. And I just have the tapered e.l.f. brush here. I absolutely love this brush. This is one of my favorites, especially for setting my under eye. It just has that pointed end that is easily able to get up there in that inner corner and under the eye, right next to that eyeshadow that I lined my lower lid with, my lower eye. And then I'm just gonna do a little on the forehead. I don't wanna put too much because I don't wanna totally cancel out that beautiful Glossier Future Dew that I put on. I do want to do an eyeliner today, so I'm using this Essence eyeliner in the color Very Berry, and I thought this purpley shade would just look really pretty with the mauve and the pinkish colored eyeshadow, so I'm just doing a really light eyeliner. I would love to master the wing, but I have not, and I feel like with my eye shape, every time I try to do it, it just looks ridiculous. And as much as I would love to sport a wing eyeliner, I just feel like a clown every time I do it. So I just usually line the upper lid a little bit. This eye's still watering a little bit. It's not wanting to go on there very well. So we might have to come back to that again in a minute. Now for eyebrows, I'm using my little tiny, it has a regular brow pencil on this side with a brush, and then this is a nude color. I never use this side. It's almost gone. I don't even know what brand it is because I just have sharpened it right down to the little nub. So I just go in and fill in a little bit in my brows. I really keep my brows low key and I don't do a lot to them. I just have a couple of spots on each side that I feel are a little sparse, and I need to fill them in just to give them a little bit more shape. I know a lot of people prefer to spend a lot more time on their brows, but I just keep it simple and quick. And then I'm also going to go in with the NYX Control Freak. I love this stuff. This is an excellent brow hold product, really affordable in the drugstore. And I just rake a little bit of the product through there to hold my brows throughout the day. And now I'm going to apply some mascara. This is the CoverGirl Exhibitionist. Love this stuff. And I love the brush. I'll show you the brush here. Really, really thick, fluffy brush. And I'm just gonna rake this through. I usually put 2 coats on, and I'm usually messy, so please bear with me if I end up getting some mascara on my face. It's usually a daily occurrence, and I just have to wait and flake it off with a Q-tip. But I love this mascara. It's a really buildable. It's really nice to be able to, I can put on one coat and then usually I'll do something else, put my blush on or something, or line my lips or do something else, and then I'll go back and put another coat on just to build the mascara. This is one of my favorites. I usually alternate back and forth between a couple. I believe I have this one open right now and also a L'Oreal Lash Paradise. Those are the two I'm alternating between right now. While I am letting that mascara solidify a little bit and dry down so that I can build it up with another coat, I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Active Lip and Cheek palette. Because my eyes are so mauve-y and rosy colored, I do think I want to just go in to this brown shade here and do a little bit more of a neutral cheek. Maybe this was a mistake, I don't know. Usually my instincts would tell me to go in and use the rosy colored one, but I just don't want to be too pinky rosy today because I do have a really pretty rosy lip that I'm gonna do. So I just want to break it up a little bit and not have too much rosy going on. This is just a brush that I think I picked up from Amazon or the drugstore. And I'm just blending that blush up. I do like to kind of come up all the way to my outer corner of my eye look. And because this palette it includes a highlighter, you can see I've really been digging that highlighter of Hit Pan. I'm gonna just go in with my brush to that highlighter. This highlighter is so pretty. It's one of my favorites. I wish they would just make this highlighter and sell it as a single product. It's so pretty and really easy, blends out. I'm gonna be really sad when this is gone. I'm gonna go back in with another coat of mascara. This is typically what I do every day. And I do have a little dental pick tool that I'll sometimes have to go in and separate my lashes out if they get a little clumpy. What are some of your favorite makeup products? I would love to hear it. I love to hear everyone's go-to favorites because I love to try new makeup. I'm always looking for mostly drugstore options. I don't dabble in a lot of high-end makeup, unless it's gifted. For the most part, I splurge on my skincare and I keep my makeup really affordable. If you wanted to go in, of course, and do a lower lash, you could definitely do that here, but I just save myself some time and I don't do that. And because my lower lashes are really long, they just tend to transfer the mascara down onto my lower lash line, and it's just a yucky mess and I look like a raccoon that's been crying by the end of the day. So I've just opted to not ever put on lower mascara. For lips today, I really want a bold mauve pinky lip to tie in with the shirt. So I'm using the Wet n Wild lip liner. This is the color, oh goodness, I just had it here, but now I can't remember. I have to put my readers on. It is the color Got the Juice. And I love these lip liners. They go on so smooth. They're so creamy. And I'm not gonna line the whole lip. I'm just gonna go on the lower and the upper. I found for me and the shape of my lips, if I take my lip liner all the way into the corner of my mouth, it tends to make me look like I have resting bitch face. And so I only line the outer and the under, just the very smallest section. I don't take it all the way around. For the lip color, I'm using the Maybelline Superstay Lip Vinyl in the color Koi. I adore this color. It is so pretty. And these lip vinyls stay on so well. If you are looking for something with great staying power, I love the small applicator. They have a great sized applicator for great precision. So I'm gonna just put this on. Also with these tip, you wanna do a really thin layer. So usually I'll put it on my lower, blot it up onto my top, and then blend that liner with the applicator. Also, when I'm applying those lip vinyls, I will take a tissue and just do a quick blot right after I've applied it to just get any of that excess product off so that I don't have too much of the product sitting on my lips, because I feel that tends to look a little crusty and it can not wear as nicely for me throughout the day. If I do that blot, it makes all the difference in the world. I have been really into a glossy little topper afterwards. So with these Maybelline ink colors, you want to make sure and let them dry for a few minutes. So I have waited for a few minutes to let that set down on my lips. And then I'm going to go in with this Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Petal. These lifter glosses are so nice. And I love the way that they look. You just need a teeny bit. They have this gigantic applicator. And so I'm gonna go in and just put a teeny bit of that to give a little bit of shine. Don't wanna get too much. You don't want it to be gloopy. And that is it. That is the look, my friends. I almost forgot to include setting the face. Every day when I'm finished with my makeup, my final step is to do a setting spray. So today I'm using the NYX setting spray. I like the size of this bottle. I feel like it's just a really great value, and I've had this bottle for a really long time. I do use it daily and it's lasted me forever. So I just give a few squirts and let it sit. Oh, it feels so nice. And I do find that this does help my makeup look last throughout the day and helps the makeup wear really nicely. I hope that you enjoyed this little quick chatty makeup tutorial. I do love to play in makeup. I get makeup on my face almost every day. I typically let my skin rest on Sunday, and that is my day that I just will usually do a mask and let my skin rest and give my skin a little bit of extra TLC. But other than that, I'm into makeup. So if you would like to see more makeup related content, let me know. If you're new to my channel and you have not subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe and give this video a like if you liked it. And I am so excited to see you next time. Until then, remember, be kind. It's free. Bye, friends. Thanks so much for watching.